Hey, what's up? It's your girl Desi Lou, and tonight on the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you for you, we talk about relationship revelations. That is what we're talking about. And what this means is that how we tend to get into relationships, and I mean relationships of any kind, not just the kind that you have with whatever you're attracted to. No, the kind that you have with your your family, other people, and how you tend to look over yourself due to those relationships. I will ask a few questions. We'll talk tonight. So y'all make sure y'all typing in those comments because we want to hear what y'all gotta say, how y'all feel about these questions. So let's get to it, y'all. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. How y'all feeling? How y'all feel?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's good?
What's good?
There
What's
we
up,
go. I
Mr.
was having
Accountability?
technical difficulties.
That happens. That happens.
Yo, yo, yo.
Y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to everybody? Okay, with the polo. Is that a button up, Jarrell?
Man, yeah.
Hey, hey, I feel you. What's that, your uniform?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a man with a job. I feel it. I feel it.
I'm in a broken down t-shirt,
Yeah, you feel me?
inside out.
All right, so y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience. Let them know what y'all got going on. Okay, Riz, thank you. She said y'all, so don't nobody feel offended.
See, nah. See, Rick thinks she's slick. It's all good though. It's all good.
She got y'all. She
But
covered it
you know,
all.
it's your boy J Rel on Facebook. Here supporting Des, trying to make her dreams come true, come to light. You know, I fuck with her. She know I got her back through and through. Here to drop some knowledge, spit some words, and help people out in any way I can.
All right. Chris?
Uh, Please excuse me.
Oh, I didn't even
Um,
know you was eating. I ain't even look.
I'm over here smashing me a vegan meal. But
Oh, okay.
anyway, I'm Chris. I'm just here to absorb.
All right.
That's what. If
What's
I can
up?
give something, I can. But I'm just here to absorb.
Man,
Facts.
that'll like Chris over there eating chicken and waffles.
Hey, man, this boy.
That's not
Listen, you ain't
vegan.
never. This is definitely vegan. This is a
No, he
vegan
said chicken
fish.
and waffles. I said that's not vegan.
Oh no, we got vegan chicken and waffles, man.
Oh, okay, Tefo. Oh
Oh
well,
yeah.
mental. Um, Overstanding Darkness. You can check me out on YouTube, Overstanding Darkness. You can check me out on Facebook, Overstanding Darkness. My book is called Overstanding Darkness. I
Oh,
got a new podcast coming out Sundays at 2. We're going over the book of knowledge, Enoch's the Keys of Enoch. It's one of the hidden books of the Bible. It's talking about right now. We just went over the many and the one and the many universe. So it's gonna be big. Sunday at 2.
hey, let's get to it. Make sure y'all support.
hold on,
So,
hold on, hold on for a second, Des. I know we ain't talking about relationship revelations, and ain't none of the women on.
Word. Word.
Man,
Word. What is it?
they not ready, obviously.
Clearly,
So,
huh?
yeah, Riz, make sure you tune into that for sure. For sure, it be he be dropping some real knowledge. You be get to some places, get through some things.
No, this is not what you gonna hear anywhere
Absolutely,
else. Am I right or wrong, Miss
no,
Desiree?
right.
This
You
is
right.
fresh, new, and it's all scripture. It's just scripture that no one's ever heard before because it's not mainstream. They hide this stuff because
Mm-hmm.
if everyone knew it, we'd all know the truth. They couldn't get over like they getting over,
They want us to get over. Ooh,
especially on us. They know more about us than we do.
that's
But
because
let's
they
go.
studied us. We ain't studied us yet.
Facts. Because once we
So,
study us, we know we gods and goddesses, nine ether beings. The DNA in our system is non earthly.
yeah.
They
You
won't
was
tell you these things. We can
well,
digest every fruit on the earth. Other races cannot. That's why they do the refinement process. That's why you got white sugar, white bread, white salt. Nothing is white unless it's been refined and all the natural minerals that's been stripped from it. And then they put the shit that they can digest. You
Mm-hmm.
go to the hospital, they go by a 40-year-old white man. That's how they do everything, sickness and disease. Nothing is meant for us. Don't ever get it twisted. But I'm
I'd rather
sorry.
tell
I'm
you to get
ranting.
thank
naked.
you,
I'm
Cedric.
ranting. I'm sorry.
Hey, Angela. Hey, Sid. And Rick says she in the comments. So she'll be tuning in as a woman, y'all. There y'all go. So thank you very much.
That'll work. That'll
And
work.
she also recommended a book called Enneagrams. She said she just got a book today, and she said check it out if you already haven't. Okay. So just like what Mental was just saying a few minutes ago, is they have studied us and we have not studied ourselves. And that is what this podcast is about. It's for you to study yourself. Okay, Steady Dag, is you mad or something? Calm down, bro. So so we want to hop into us, why we do the things that we do, why we tick the way we tick when we in relationships. And I'll be the first one to admit that I used to accept a lot of shit off of people because of the things that I didn't see in myself. So Rich said it's specifically called the Sacred Enneagram Workbook. It breaks down your own personal enneagrams and teaches you more about it. Okay. Okay.
All
Amen.
right. What are
All right.
enneagrams? Tell them to break it down for us
You
so we
said
know
break
how it
down
affects
what
us.
enneagrams are
Right. According
specifically.
to the book.
Okay. All right. So I want to know, like, what's y'all take on yourselves in relationships? How y'all feel like, well, Mental, I know you married. So
That's not the relationship. I'm going to talk about my relationship with me. All other relationships are secondary.
I understand that. And we are talking about the relationship with ourselves. So I'm saying I'm asking, how are you in a relationship? I'm asking about
Oh,
you.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Me personally, I always, maybe even sometimes selfishly, kind of always put myself first. Like if I ain't happy, um, ain't no happiness going on. Ain't
Mhm.
nothing going on around me. I was just always like that. If I'm not feeling a certain way, then I don't really give a damn what's happening around me. Something ain't right with me. I got to get me right.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
whenever I approach the relationship, some of the women I used to deal with didn't like that attitude.
I feel that.
Just nah, I'm about me. Nah, baby, I know. I understand you want this, this, and this, but I'm not doing this, this, and this. So now
Right.
we're at a crossroad. We can talk this out, figure out a happy medium. You can go your way, I can go mine. I mean,
That's real. I feel the same way.
I'm
I
just
feel the exact same way. Cause I ain't finna sit here and go back and forth with you for what? We doing this or we not? Like you gonna put your best foot forward. I'm gonna do my best. What we doing? Cause I'm
but
gonna give you
this
my
is
best.
what it takes in a relationship. Some things are not up to debate.
Yeah,
They're not. And us as men know a woman could do something that's a deal breaker and she don't even know she done it. And we
absolutely.
looking for the dough. And she don't even know we looking for the door.
I agree with that.
Well,
Why
that's the
y'all be?
So
same with us with them.
What you say, Chris?
I said that's the same shit y'all do. Y'all be looking for the door, and we don't have a clue.
Well, I mean, I be having a clue. I be giving people clues.
I mean,
I
we
be
we
like,
so we
we're
be
not
dumb. We
talking
don't be
about
paying
you, dear.
attention.
Not you. The rest of these women out here, they not Desi.
I'm
I
just
swear, I
saying,
came
y'all gotta
home one day.
find people that's more catered to y'all.
Hold
Mm,
on, go Chris.
no, I was saying I came home one day. Uh, I thought I was robbed. My ex,
Ah,
she took all everything and moved up the street.
what, up the street?
up the street.
Tenfold.
So
Damn.
yeah, y'all definitely
So no.
or
Now
I
listen,
was
everyone
blind.
else, my bad. Everyone else may ask you a different question, but I'm gonna ask you this one thing: what was the lesson? What did you learn?
Uh that any moment anybody will leave you. So don't get too comfortable with people.
Damn, that's a hard lesson to learn, but it's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts. You
Reality
don't
be
control anyone
you
at
gotta
any time, married or not.
yep.
Mm-mm.
You gotta learn to be self-reliant for sure. I think a lot of us I know for sure I put a lot of my value in other people.
Me too.
So
Me too.
I understand.
Me too. That definitely was a life lesson for me.
Hmm. What mental say if you let them build you up.
Uh oh, they'll tear you down.
Damn, that's
Okay,
exactly.
it has to be. But once again, the relationship with us. Mr. Accountability knows himself at this point in his life of what he's gonna do and what he ain't gonna do. And there's no debate. Am I wrong?
Mhm.
No, I one thing I can say though, for a long time I had the mindset of I'm in people's lives for what I can do for them. For a long time I had that mindset. For a
Facts.
long
And what
time,
changed?
you said what?
Did something change?
Yeah, a whole lot changed. One of the main things that changed for me was why do I really not want to be happy?
Hmm.
Why do I push it away? Why do I fear happiness? What's so
Mm,
bad about it in my life that I feel like I shouldn't pursue it or I shouldn't require that for myself? I had to ask myself some things and really sit with myself and think like, yo, any relationship I've been in, I've always been a giver. I've always been a person to put out. I've always been a person to show this and show that and always block myself and not care about myself enough to actually want happiness or to actually want what I put out. The way I saw it was if I'm putting this out, a person wouldn't leave. So I
Mhm.
would always give and give and give, not realizing that slowly but surely I'm leaving and then realize it. Slowly but surely I'm fading away. Slowly but surely I'm losing myself in this relationship. It's gonna cause me to lose a relationship because I'm not seeing myself in it anymore.
you know the funny thing about what you said was I am a giver still to this day. But even when I was young, once I got out of the military, I went in the military when I was 17, got out when I was 22. So I was still young. But when I got out, I had a different mentality to pay attention to detail. And it was pay attention to detail all across your whole realm, meaning what you do, how you do it, what another person do, how they do it. So when I was in a relationship and I used to give and give and give, I used to tell people, you're not taking anything from me or sneaking because I know what you're doing. I'm letting you have it because I'm not concerned about that pettiness. And this was, once I got a grasp of who I was, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I make the money don't make me.
Anthony, I feel that because I'm the kind of person that for one, you're not gonna change me unless I want to change. I'm gonna be me regardless. If I'm a giver, I'm gonna be a giver. That's just the kind of person I am. But I also learned that I gotta learn from my past experiences, and I can't always give just because I want to, just because I feel I need to, just because I feel I should. Sometimes I have to step back and realize I got to give to myself first to be able to give to
All
the
the
next person.
time.
Yeah, all the time fully.
Not sometimes, right? No, serious. All because if you're the best Mr. Accountability you can be the best for your kids, your friends, your family, the people you meet on the street. You're a shining beacon to everyone. This is why they don't want us to get back to who we are and what we are, because it represents that eternal and infinite energy that is in us. The only reason why we ain't took no tried to get back at white people or do this or shoot them up. It's because of the love factor that we still do not understand that's in us. Once we understand this relationship of the love that's in us and how this is what makes us conscious. Because if you don't know a person and they slap you in the face, the first thing you're thinking is that you've been disrespected. But if your mom slapped you in the face, first thing is you're thinking, what have I done wrong? Well, it should be in most steps if you have a loving mother figure in your life or father figure, whatever. But it all depends on where you're at mentally. So saying that, that's why I keep saying with you, Mr. Accountability, I'm gonna be real. You have to love yourself unconditionally for every fault, every weakness, and for every strength. Whatever happens, happens. You're in control.
All
And see, you
right,
know
so
what?
let me hold on, Jarrell, because I want to read some of these comments. Hello, Miss Yolanda. Uh, uh, that's Chris. She was saying that's life. People change. That's what something we do got to know. Rich said that she missed the question, but she feels as if I've learned from every experience in all relationships, platonic or not platonic. It is always a positive experience. Is it always a positive experience? No, but then it made me look to to it made me to look more within. Ooh, girl, hooked on phonics ain't working for me tonight.
Well,
However,
it
Jarrell, when
helps
you
you
was
to look
talking,
within. Go ahead.
yeah, Jarrell, when you was talking, Seti Darrell said, "Oh, that's deep. I like that." And then Riss said, when you were talking, Riss Benjamin, mental, when you was talking, she said she seconded that.
Okay.
All
and
right.
and,
So
and
what was you saying, Jarrell?
mental to branch off what you were saying. I have to learn to love all of myself, the good, the bad, the ugly, the
Everything.
great, everything. See,
Everything.
that's the part I'm getting to and pushing to. I've always been the kind of person that has always accepted myself. I've always accepted my flaws, accepted my problems, accepted my mistakes, accepted the good, the bad. Now I'm learning to love everything about that, to know how to take the next steps to really know myself in a lot more ways.
Well, the difference is once you love yourself, no one can tell you anything. Nothing on the outside world is going to affect how Mr. Accountability does what he do. Whether you love all the time and give all the time, whatever you want to do. Because now there's an inner strength. That love is representing the infinite and eternal energy that runs everything. It runs mind, it runs emotions, it runs this body. That's why the organs stick together and the cells stick together to form a body. Everything is run off love. Don't get it twisted.
All right.
And once we
Understood.
learn that, our powers open up. This is when your gifts of the spirit open up. Don't get it twisted. They want us to fight each other. They want us to kill each other. What they don't want is black love, because black love changes everything.
Absolutely. Chris, let me add, how about you? How are you in relationships?
Um, it depends because I think I turn into a chameleon when I'm around other people or when I'm indulging other people. I feel like a chameleon, not necessarily not being myself to be somebody else, but I do morph into this person, and sometimes I lose myself. I don't know what the hell I be at.
Hmm. Why you think you be losing yourself?
Um. Okay, so if I have a standard for myself, right? And if I am with this person and that standard is not met or I'm out of character, then yeah, that's not me.
Okay.
How do
So,
you get there
How do you get there?
of losing yourself?
Being too much into somebody else,
mm,
Facts.
I agree with
looking for some love outside of yourself for yourself.
Uh-oh. Ooh, you speaking the truth now. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's my truth. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for um some some type of, I don't know if I was looking for a magical feeling or a slap in the face or something, but I just
Lightning
felt like
flash,
I was,
something.
yeah, just felt like I needed, like I there it is. I felt like I needed something outside of me to make me happy.
Absolutely.
You know what
Mm,
I mean? And
mm.
whole time I was already fucking happy. I was already fucking happy. I'm looking at other shit outside of me, looking at that shit and comparing myself to that shit and not even realizing I am a motherfucking success within myself and I'm should be happy with that. You know what I'm saying?
Shouldn't be
Not
no issues.
looking for somebody else shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, we
So
tend to fall in love with what looks good, feels good, tastes good, smells good, sounds good. Those are our enemies.
absolutely.
Enemies of self.
So when it comes to communications in relationships, do you find yourself talking more or listening more, Jarrell?
Listening. I'm real big
Neither.
on paying attention because at the end of the day, I like I told you before, Des, I was raised a certain way, and there's a couple of things I live by. One, people that talk too much can't be believed. People that want to know too much can't be trusted.
Damn.
That
Mm.
that stuck with
Damn.
me for
Hey, hold on.
years.
Hey, Jarrell, say that
I'm in
shit one
that
more time.
category.
You
Hey,
said
say that
what?
one more time. Say that one more time, please, sir.
People that talk too much can't be believed. People that want to know too much can't be trusted.
God damn.
Well,
And
don't
that's
trust.
so funny. I'm probably both of them.
And
Don't trust me because I want to
my
know.
I want to know everything.
I want to know.
my
Not
my
listen, not in people's business though. So maybe that's a different. We
Yeah.
talking a different knowing. Am I
Oh
wrong, Mr.
no.
Accountability?
nah, I feel you. And my grandmother, she would always tell me, if you want to know something about somebody else, learn to shut the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Facts.
I
They gonna
agree
tell you
with
everything you want to know.
that.
Everything.
He
And
ain't
believe
wrong.
them when they tell you.
Absolutely. You better. Don't just listen to a story and then be like, oh, they not gonna do that to me. Girl, you fooling. I'm fooling myself. I might as well be the one slapping myself with the stick. Like, come on, bro.
Hey,
Like,
you know what? That's crazy because I was just saying if it's a dude around me and he's singing these songs talking about double crossing ain't homeboys and shit like that, nigga, you got to get the hell away from around me.
Come on, man. Come on. It's too
Cause,
easy.
cause, cause you, I can't trust you around me. Hell no.
I feel that. Dominique said, as a married woman, I need more time for me spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. I agree. Find the time. Start small. Find the smallest thing that you could do and build on that. Cause you gotta meet yourself where you at all times. You don't gotta try to overshoot. You don't gotta try to over aim. Just start small. Get you a piece of you to yourself every morning and it'll build. You just take that one step, take the first step. And once you get a handle on that first step and you keep walking, it's gonna keep coming. And then it's gonna come easier and easier. You're gonna see. Give yourself a
What
little
that's
time.
that's why I find myself in procrastination land.
Yeah.
For real. That one step, I know I can do the one step, but I be like, hell no, I want to eat the whole pie right now.
No.
And
Just
then
take
I get
it
into
at
shit.
a
I ain't
time.
got the whole pie, so I ain't finna do nothing.
Mm-hmm. So Tayana said that's deep. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Rich Benjamin said, I believe it's also a part of the journey of a relationship in general, either it being platonic or not. I agree. My friendships taught me a whole lot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they even taught me, they showed me heartbreak. Shit, what you talking about? Like, it's not just, it's not just relationships where you're with another person. It's everything that we do, that we cultivate with other people, that is a relationship, contrary to popular belief. I think a lot of us just talk about us being with a significant other because that's the companionship that we crave, that we want, or the provider that we want. I guess I don't know what the hell y'all be wanting. So Hey, Elizabeth. So Chris, you were saying something when Jarrell was talking about when it comes to communications and relationships. Do you find yourself talking more or listening more?
Nah, I was saying that it depends on the person and the situation once again.
Okay. What's the dependence? Like what is like if it's your mama, how you listening more than talking?
I'm probably gonna listen more because I know I can get something from her.
Right. But when it's like your friends, how it work, how it play out in the relationships that you have.
Okay, so when I was saying it depends, I was mainly thinking about uh male and female relationships.
Okay.
Um, but for the most part, I be talking because I use my own experiences. So yeah, hell yeah, I would talk them shits.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
you should. I agree with that. Mental, did you when it comes to communications and relationships, do you find yourself talking more or listening more? Maybe he walked off. We'll come back.
My bad.
Huh?
I said my bad.
No, no, you fine. I was just asking you the question that I asked them, and did you need me to repeat it?
Yeah, repeat it one time for me.
When it comes to communications in relationships, do you find yourself talking more or listening more?
I gotta agree with Chris. It actually depends on the person. If I'm in a spot where me and the women are just hitting it off, it ain't, we ain't gotta force nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I probably listen more because I want to know more about her. She got my interest. I'm piqued. The
Yeah,
more a man listens, I think the more a man listens, the more he really wants to understand what the woman is about. He cares more from the initial. Because sometimes I've had people that I was with, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't really care what they were talking about. It,
I was
I
like
feel,
that.
feel
you
that.
know what I'm saying, guys. You
Yeah.
know what the objective was. I really
I
didn't matter what the
Mission
conversation was.
feel what the
accomplished.
objective was. I feel that shit. Let's be
Mission
I'm
honest.
just saying.
accomplished.
There's Men are very complex creatures. Y'all women think we easy. We're very complex. But if you crack the code, oh, you got us.
I feel that.
Don't tell them what the code is.
I never said that, my brother. That's the secret.
Don't tell them the
Y'all
code.
don't gotta
Only
tell them.
look, only sellouts snitch on the code.
Crazy. I
Don't
like this
sell
little
out.
boy club y'all got. That's cute for y'all.
No, it's
I
not
think
a boys club. No,
It's
no,
not. There's
little
no.
boy
women
club
that know
y'all.
the code.
I
Des,
feel
And these would be your married women for a long time, have no problems with themselves, ain't got no ego in the game. You got to remember, only thing we talking about when we get to us, the real us, it's just like a real you without all the baggage.
absolutely
Real me without all the baggage.
definitely
And when
understand.
you can see a person at that level, that is special.
Mhm.
And men, I think, no, it probably goes both ways. Men and women recognize it when it happens. What happens after that? Hey, that's up to where y'all
Absolutely.
at in y'all
We're
lives. But
in,
if
we're not.
if right, but you recognize that there's something different. And that's where the love comes, and sometimes love can lead you to do some crazy things.
Man, that's when the breakoffs happen. These
Mm,
separations.
Des,
all types of stuff.
risk,
I've only been married once, and I'm still married. So but when I'm
risk.
married,
He
I
the cheat
can't
code,
really say
y'all.
that
He's
it
the
was a
fucking cheat code. He's the cheat code.
what. There
I
is no cheat code. This is what I
I
keep
no,
telling you.
I didn't say there was a cheat code. I said you're the cheat code.
Oh, no, no. A woman that I married, most men would not be able to handle.
I like that. I know that's right.
No, seriously. She has a big heart and everything, but
She
she's strong to a fault.
Oh, okay. I feel that. I feel that.
But I'm with you. I like
I ain't got
that. I think, but once again, like I said, remember we talked about this on the last. When you meet a woman, if you're gonna be her partner, you got to accept all of
All
her.
of, yeah.
yeah,
Just
I ain't
like
got no
Now,
more fight in
that,
me.
all of
I
you.
ain't got no more fight in me.
right?
I'm all fought out.
Watch it.
I'm all fought out. Nah, I'm cool
Last
on that.
Riz said, I say for me personally, it's an equal give and take. I agree with you. Same for me. To be able to open to a person when they need it, but also to listen because if you aren't listening, are you even learning about that person? Right. That's how right
Right.
back into what Jarrell had said too. So
And Des,
everything.
I want to comment to that too. Risk, I wholeheartedly agree. And for me, the only thing that summarizes for me is I listen to communicate, and that may go over a lot of people's heads, but that's how I am. Like I listen to communicate.
Yeah.
That's the key part of communication is listening.
They be listening to respond.
But trust me, Mental,
Ah,
it go over a lot. It go over a lot of people's heads. A lot of people don't understand
I
what that
agree.
means.
I agree, but I'm just backing you up. Nigga, that's the number one thing to communicate. You got to listen. But go ahead.
Tayana said, is it possible to be with someone you're not compatible with?
Yeah,
Mister, I
yeah.
believe it's
We
All
do it
possible.
day
all
and
the time.
twice on
We
Sundays.
we do it all the time.
But what is honestly compatibility?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
That's my real
Uh-oh.
question because
I need to look it up because I don't know.
Right.
you're not gonna find anybody equally like you at all branches.
True.
So what is compatibility, in my opinion?
I would say
Hold
like
on. Let's look at
when
that.
I think of things like if we thinking about, I don't think about like compatibility, I guess, because I really don't see it as a, it's more of a what I'm willing to put up, what I'm willing to work through, what I'm willing to get through, what I'm willing to go through
State in which
for
two
this
things.
person. If that's that
Look,
person and I see that person, then am I still gonna put up the fight for that person? I wouldn't say too much of compatibility matter because you can tell you're not compatible with a person from the jump, and you will
hey, so
still hop
listen,
up in that shit thinking that it's finna work.
listen. Let me ask y'all this though. Let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think compatibility means the same?
No, I feel like compatibility. You may not have the same likes in that moment when I first started talking or whatever whatnot, but a lot of people tend to grow on each other, and that can make you more compatible. A lot of people's
Right.
wants, needs can grow with you, can grow on you, and that can make you more and more compatible as a couple.
So listen, I
I feel like
asked the question because I just read the definition, right? And
Mhm.
it blew my mind because I didn't fucking know this. I didn't know. This today. What's today is?
18th.
The 18th of 2024 of April. I just learned this because I never.
Today
I thought
years
I
old.
knew what I thought I knew what compatibility meant, but I obviously I did not know. This is what it says. It says a state in which two things are able to exist
Uh-oh.
or
Okay.
or occur together without problems or conflict.
And that's why I said
Without problems or conflict.
no two people are
Well,
completely
then
the
you ain't
same.
So
compatible. Yeah.
saying that, that's why opposites attract.
That's exactly why opposites
Just
attract.
because of what he just said, that's how opposites can attract. Because
Yeah.
it's not necessarily what we think we need.
Yeah.
Exactly. It could be something totally opposite what the fuck we
Totally
even
different.
want
And it's the best thing since sliced bread
for us.
for us.
Dominique
Right.
Dominique said the first 5 years of marriage definitely a test learning about your partner. Dominique, Angela wants to know what is the test that you believe the first 5 years is to teach. And then Rick said exactly,
Patience,
I second that.
patience, 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 patience,
Make it to
patience,
5 years.
patience.
That's what it's going to teach you. Make it there.
They done already made it though.
After you make it 5 years, you know. Ain't no question about the other person.
That's
Am I
what that
right? I know as a man, we know. After, and a
if you've been
woman should
paying
know.
if you've been paying attention, or just been
5
doing,
years, you
or
can
just
even
been
pick
doing,
up stuff on the side. You ain't even got to pay attention that hard.
Yeah.
You'll
or
pick it
or
all up.
or or you
All
just
of it.
been doing the uchi coochie all the time. That's how y'all
For
been doing the
five
uchi
years, even that gets boring at some point.
coochie. Shit.
You got to reinvent yourself. I'm telling you, I've been in this thing for a while. You get to a certain point where, okay, are we really compatible? Yeah, you're a good person. Yes, I'm a good person. Yeah, we like
See,
each other. But
hey,
are we
brother.
really trying to take it to the next level? Are we really? Sometimes that question gets skewed. So it is
Hey,
even about someone cheating on someone. The
hey, listen.
problem is nowadays they done turned it into cash money. They done made it so easy for the woman to get a divorce and the woman gets everything. In fact, I would say marriage is a bad business decision for men.
It is.
We get nothing out of it.
It is.
Nothing.
But but I'll say this: we give each other. That's what we get.
You don't need the piece of paper to do it.
That's it.
You
We don't
don't.
need a piece of paper. We just following the rules like good slaves. That's the only thing we're doing.
Oh,
That's the only thing we're doing. We following the rules
Don't
as
get
good
Mental
slaves.
got excited and turned the camera.
That's
he,
it.
pressed the,
Hey,
he pressed the
Chris
wrong
excited the
button.
fuck out that man.
That's
You hear
it.
me?
I,
Hey,
I mean, that's true.
Look,
We are
Chris,
hey,
following the
he hit the
rules as
camera
good
button and left.
slaves.
He
Chris,
had
I'm,
That's
left
I'm,
it.
the
I'm,
building, ladies
Chris,
and
I'm,
gentlemen.
I'm gonna say
Nobody
this.
told you. Nobody told you that you had to go to no white man or to no piece of paper and go to no courthouse and say, "I want to get a marriage license to go marry this woman." Nobody
Hmm.
know. Nobody ever told us that. We just following the rules.
Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Chris,
whose
Chris,
rules are we following?
He said the white
Somebody
man.
that's foreign to us.
You
Somebody
got
who
What
is
happy
foreign
religion
man.
to
are
us.
we following?
You
We
you
don't
got
even
happy man.
know
Your
because they
camera
don't
went
even
off.
know what religion they follow. They don't even
What
know
diet are we
because
following?
it switches every year.
What
It
doctors
switches to
are we
something every
following?
year.
What medicines are we taking? We taking shit
All
that
of
ain't
it's
even none of
foreign.
us knows.
All of us foreign to us. It's all foreign to us.
I
It's
feel
If
all
it ain't
foreign.
natural, it's foreign. If it's in natural form, it's good for us. But they done took all that out. Every pill they got is refined, meaning they done put it through a process to make it do one thing and one thing only.
We just gonna fuck
Dandelion
up
root
something
has
else.
many different remedies, not just one. But if you take it out of its natural form, it really isn't anything anymore. That's the medicines they give. Instead of it working with the body,
So
it takes over the whole system.
so
yeah.
so could you explain? Because some people might not know this. What is the
Uh,
natural form of the dandelion root? How
if
does it
you
come naturally?
actually, if you actually dry the flower out and make it into like powder form, or you
So
take
I
the
can't go get
actual,
the pill. So I can't go get the
you
pill.
can get the pill, yes, because it's all it is dried out dandelion fruit. I mean dandelion. It's simple to do. It's
So which
easy. It
one is
isn't
the
even
refined one?
expensive, huh?
Which I'm sorry to divert the conversation, but
Oh,
which one is the refined one?
well, you got all kind. What you want to do is all natural dandelion fruit in a vegetarian capsule.
Hmm.
That's what you need. If they got those requirements, you pretty much good.
Okay.
And that's for anything. Your red root, your African mango, your Irish sea moss. You know what I'm saying? Your ginger, all of them. If you just get the root, and it's the real all natural root and the vegetarian. You straight. You can open them up, put them in a tea, and make an elixir. You should never even be sick. More or less, have to go to the hospital. This is the state we should be in.
Hmm.
But we neglect ourselves when we go to McDonald's. When we know McDonald's may taste good, but they ain't doing shit for us on the inside. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these fast food craps.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
know what I'm
that.
saying? Not you, Chris. I already know how you do it, but I'm just saying you trying to get it right, at least.
No,
Me
hey,
personally,
sometimes I may eat some vegan trash though, brother. So it's I don't want to separate my no for real, because we got plenty of
you right,
vegan trash restaurants.
you right.
It ain't nothing but fake food in there. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible for you too.
Yeah.
And it's easier for them to do because they're trying to make regular shit vegan.
Yep.
Exactly.
I
All
know
right.
what you're saying.
From
You right.
from whose farms? From whose farms though?
All right.
What's his
So I
name?
want to get back to the conversation, read these comments. So Rich said, and we'll get back to y'all real quick because she commented with something else that pertains to what y'all was
Go
just
ahead.
talking. I don't believe you even need to have that many years. If the person is upfront, there's going to be moments of boredom. But I believe that the time to spark it up. Oh, that's the time to spark it up, girl. Dominique said, mental, you are definitely right. I say marriage is a business all the time. And then Rich said, currently reading on herbs on the side of this podcast. On one I'm learning currently about is cumin, and it helps with aiding in headaches and stomach aches. You'd be surprised what you'll learn outside of pharma.
Cumin?
Facts.
Dominique
Hmm.
said the rules is all white men from day one when our ancestors was forced to America. All of our history as far as in medicine and religion was stripped from us. How corrupted is the Bible? She said, how
Facts.
corrupted is the Bible?
I just mentioned that out of the
So
Bible, they have maybe 50, 60 verses. There's over 240 something verse different books of the Bible. The book of knowledge, which I teach from, that's one of them. The Maccabees, the Urantia book,
it's
the
one and
book of
two.
light, the tablets of sin, the wisdom of Solomon. These are all books that are scriptures that we should know that what they do is they picked what they wanted so they can control the minds. We took nothing else from the white man but his religion after slavery. We took that wholeheartedly.
That's a thing that say, and I forget who wrote it. And I know I shared it in our group chat, mental. And it's the man who had wrote, he said they had the Bible and we had the land. And
Mm-hmm.
Jomo
they told us to
Jomo
close our
Kenyatta.
eyes.
Yep.
And we had the Bible and they had the land. And he said everything that was in their Bible, they said, thou shalt not kill. They killed 80,000 of our people. Yeah, and it just go on to list
But you have
everything.
to realize, thou shalt not kill was a teaching for them, but a natural way of life for us.
It's a
Yeah.
part of the
So
You understand
42
what I'm
laws
saying?
of my
what you
Right.
say,
The
Chris?
42 laws of
Oh,
Ma'at.
the
I
42
heard you,
laws of
brother.
mine. Yeah, that's where the 10 commandments come from. Real life.
And guess what?
but
They
thou
took
shalt not kill is in there. So they used our
Yeah.
laws against us. You know what I'm
well,
saying? It made it so we did not kill them. You know
everything
what I'm saying? In
they got from
revenge.
us.
Everything. I agree.
Religion they got. Christianity ain't new. This is just their revamped version of 5,000 years ago. Don't get it twisted. They ain't come up with nothing new on the earth. All right. In fact, I contest that even 3,000 years ago, we had better electromagnetic and scientific stuff than we have now. Blow your mind. This is how many lies they make you think that we done went back to the horse and carriage because they were in the horse and carriage. Don't get it twisted. New York
Mm.
Yeah.
had structures like New York. All of them already, it was already there. We have to truly unlearn everything that we've been taught since elementary school all the way through college, relearn it and learn again.
All
And it's a
right. So
difficult process, but go ahead.
thank you so much, Mental. He got knowledge. He got a lot of knowledge to give y'all. So y'all check him out on his podcast, Overstanding Darkness. He gonna spit this knowledge to y'all all the time. So make sure y'all tune in to him as well. Overstanding Darkness. Also his Facebook page. It's everywhere. So I got a question for y'all, and I want y'all to really think about it. Let it marinate with yourself. And please, audience members, put your answer in the comments because I really want to know. If you were in charge of raising yourself, how would you move differently than what was done for you? Anybody
Mm.
want to take that on?
You know what? I would. Um, I would raise me in love. Um, and I would shield me from um things that I know could harm me. Um, I say that because, growing up as a kid from in my house, I never heard "I love you."
Mhm.
I knew my parents loved me, but it was never like I do my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Even when I just see them, hey, I love you, I love you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I tell you I love you every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I never got that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so honestly, I never really knew what love. I'm trying to figure out what love is now.
Mm.
I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as narrow minded now as I was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what.
Um, I'll go second. I'm gonna branch off Chris because I feel like we've had the same upbringing. I didn't hear "I love you" until I was 23. I didn't I didn't I didn't hear that. I grew up on negative criticism and jokes in my house.
Negative
Like
criticism and jokes.
that's what I
Get
grew up
get
on.
laughed at.
Yeah, I grew up on that. So when I heard it on the outside, it was like, oh, whatever. I hear it at home. You ain't saying nothing. So for me, I would definitely say the same thing Chris said, love, because honestly, I'm honestly I can wholeheartedly say I'm afraid to let somebody else love me unconditionally because I don't know how to love myself yet unconditionally.
Mhm.
Mm,
So I would definitely teach myself. I would have loved to have taught myself everything that I was already taught. I love how I was raised. I just missed the love factor. I didn't get that.
mm, mm-hmm.
I feel that. Mental.
Well, of course, I'm going to be the opposite. I would not change a thing. Because if I did, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys. I needed to be the middle child of three boys. Felt like I never got no attention. My brother was a genius, literally, very intelligent, very smart. A's, bid. I was supposed to be the prodigy, but I had attitude. Whatever. You know how that go.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think in all our lives that we go through these things, but I think we go through them because it's necessary to build the character of who we need to be right here, right now. Because if those things didn't happen to both of you, you wouldn't be here right now. You'd have a whole new destiny. So I like to think of everything that happens to us for a reason. And we're supposed to learn a lesson from it, not more or less be mad at if it was good or bad. Just me, in my opinion. So I would change nothing and I'd let everything play right exactly the way it did.
Mm. I say the same thing as you because I was talking with about this question with the coworker, and not because of the same reason as you, but simply because my mama, we had an abundance of love. That lady was a vigilante for her kids. She was gonna go get us. Like I ain't. So when it came to being raised, she was very consistent in that manner. So I didn't have that experience. She had went through her own experiences, which made her the person that she was, which made her the mother that she was for me. So, in a sense, in the same roundabout way, right back to what Mental said, I'm happy for her experience that affected my experience, that enhanced me as a person for the rest of my life. You feel me? So and Riz said, facts, even if we didn't like the experience, there's always something you have to take from that experience as well. And I definitely agree with that. So, and now I'm going to ask you guys for the things that you said that you would change about of if different you would move differently about somebody raising you. Are you that for yourself now?
Yes, I can say I'm becoming that, and one of the biggest reasons why is what you just said. Your mother had the experiences, so she
Mhm.
showed you the opposite of what she had.
Yeah.
I've had these experiences, so I'm able to show my kids what I didn't have,
Right.
and I feel like that will give them a whole lot better balance, and what should give me a lot better balance as well, because I'm
Mhm.
able to really think about and progress with my kids on my own loving myself journey, because I'm teaching them how to love themselves, how to receive love. Also, at the same time, how to dictate and move through criticism.
Mhm.
So I feel like my kids get that balance. So do I feel like it? Yeah, it resonates for me fully. Yeah, and am I living that now? Definitely in a lot of ways.
Chris?
Um, I'm learning to be. I'm learning to understand what that feels like. Um, since I've been divorced, I've been, just trying to find um me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's just what I've been doing for the last couple of years. I've just been searching for me. Um, I think I'm getting closer to him though.
Okay. I like that. Elizabeth says, since I know what events happen, I would teach myself grace and let myself know it is okay to be myself, that it is okay to be happy with me as I am. I feel like I'm always growing. Um, Dominique said she would be more in tune with my spiritual journey as a child. I was always able to see the dead. I would not move in fear the way I do now. Girl, that's a gift. You should not move in fear of your
Facts.
gift at all. You use them. Actually, they're probably them dead people are probably trying to tell you something.
Or you fear
Mental,
for them,
huh?
or you fear for them.
Well, one of them did what he said. So see what it is. Talk to him. Mental. Were we the Tartarian Empire?
I don't even know what the Tartarian Empire is, so I will just say no.
Okay. I bet. What's the best advice that you could give someone from your perspective looking for marriage?
All right, look, I'm gonna go first because I'm a different kind of balance when it comes to marriage. For me, I see marriage and a regular relationship as the exact same because I'm gonna act the exact same in both. To me, marriage is just a piece of paper, a big party, and a ring. Regardless, I'm gonna treat you with respect. I'm gonna treat you with love, care, passion, all that good stuff. I'm gonna pay attention to you the same way I am in a relationship, the same way I am in marriage. I'm not gonna stop paying attention to you. I'm not gonna stop loving you. I'm not gonna stop caring about you. I'm not gonna do things differently because I'm a husband now. You're a wife now. I never understood why. I've met some women that will say, "Oh, that's wifey material. That's this. You gotta make me a wife think I'm gonna do that." What makes you think what makes you think I would even propose to you if you're not even showing me why I should to begin with? You think I'm gonna propose to you and make you a wife if you're not even showing me why I should? I never understood that concept. For me, a marriage is the same thing as a relationship. Yeah, the finances are a little bit more different. Cool, fine, because in most cases, relationships you may or may not live together. Well, I'll say in some cases. In marriages, you tend to live together. So finances are a little more swayed in there. Cool. But just from a relationship standpoint, excluding finances, what's the difference? I mean, honestly, in my opinion, because if you're not going to treat me like you want me to be happy and you want to be with me in a relationship, what makes me think you're going to do it if we get married?
Marriage is just for the women.
Well, I don't want to get married. It ain't for me. No, I'm just joking. Um, Tarian said, I would tell myself I'm beautiful and handsome and would say there's nothing I can't do. In the middle of typing all of that, I fully agree with mental. Dominique says, always be open minded, learn to compromise. Ooh, y'all know I do not
Ooh,
like that word.
no.
Always stay in tune with each other. Learn to genuinely love yourself and your partner. I feel that. I feel that. I
I
agree
can't
with that. You
compromise.
definitely got to learn to genuinely love yourself, and
I
you
mean,
got to genuinely love the person that you say you're gonna
you
be with.
should know if you're going to be with someone the first
Listen,
30
I,
seconds you
I,
talk to them.
listen. Talk to
Because
me,
it's
mental.
all a spiritual thing. It's not something you can calculate. Well, let me see. Hair is nice and long, check. Lips are full, check. You can't do any of that. So your spirit is going to sit there and tell you right in the very beginning, boom, this is the one. Do what you got to do. Get your
Mm.
game together, player. Me and me and my homeboy, when we were in the military, just being hoes, we used to come up with the phrase of when we were in, the first thing we had to do was shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. Just be quiet. Let them talk. Comment back to them. Tell them how they look. Boom, 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 boom. But otherwise, shut up and don't blow it because we recognize we were in. It was happening. It was on.
I feel that.
We said, just shut up. Be quiet. Don't blow it.
Hey, Desi, what's the question again?
The question is, what is the best advice you would give someone from your perspective looking for marriage?
All right, so for me, this is just for what I'm doing for myself. So I'm gonna give you the advice that I'm gonna give myself. Um, as a man, I'm speaking to a man. This is advice to a man. It possibly could be for a woman too, but this is I've been thinking about this. Um, since as mental and I agree, or we all we all agree that
Hmm.
marriage is a business, right?
Yeah.
Since marriage is a business, and unfortunately it's not equal, it is swayed towards more so to the woman. I've told myself this. Yes, I would like to do it again. You know what I mean? Um, but this is what I would do. One, brother, have your credit straight. Brother, have you some bread put up, at least 10,000. Put up that you're not even touching no more before you even think about going to get a woman. Have you a skill that you can make money on outside of a job? Something that you can do with your hands, something that will pay for this business that you about to enter. If we understand that we entering a business transaction when we take a woman as a wife. For me, I need to find a way to pay for this business. I got to figure out a way to pay for this business and still be able to have my own little cake over here, just in case this business transaction don't go the way that I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
just for me.
I feel that. Riz said open mindedness, patience, and understanding, as well as having open conversations. And she said, when I say open conversations, the difficult conversations that need to be had as well. Dominique said, mental, you was right. She said you were right when you were talking about it take 30 seconds to know, and we gonna know. And Jazz said he would tell himself never to stop dreaming or losing his imagination. I feel that, Jazz. That's what's up. Dominique said she was engaged for 3 years before I wanted to say yes. And Elizabeth said, like collateral. Is that what you were talking about, Chris?
Excuse me.
She was asking, you mean like collateral for your business? Is that what you were talking about?
Um, I mean, you can look at it as that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, what why do marriages uh it's only our opinions because we don't know, but why do you think marriages don't last and why you think there's so much issue? My opinion is people go into marriages financially fucked up, mentally fucked up, and you trying to mash some you trying to mash with another person that's fucked up just like you, and y'all haven't sat down and said, hey, this is the reason why I'm fucked up, this is my fucked upness, this is your fucked upness. Hey, now do we want to deal with this?
Right.
Because
But
if you
that
know,
never comes
if
out
you
to the very end.
no, listen, that's what we're agreeing. We're in agreement. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. If we would have did that shit before, the marriage would last. It would be fun. There will be fucking great sex. There will be a lot of communication. There will be playfulness. There will be trips. There will be all types of shit because we understand, hey, this is where you's at. This is where I'm at. Hey, let's work together to get this accomplished.
Yeah.
You know what really messes up most relationships?
Hmm.
Single men and single women.
Blaming each other.
No, just being single men and single women. So if you're married and your friends ain't, what does that say?
You
I
hanging
mean,
with the
your
wrong.
friends, no, and I mean your friends. You shouldn't even have people around you that don't respect your marriage.
But
I feel.
that's not the reality of it. I'm with you, Chris. You
But
are
that's how that
correct.
should go. You
You
shouldn't
are
I
even have
correct.
you shouldn't even have
but
people around you that don't respect your marriage, the
absolutely.
sanctity of your marriage. That would
Yeah.
even put you in the. So
They should
I
be
don't
holding
believe
you
in that.
accountable.
Couldn't be. I don't think that people that's married shouldn't hang with single people. I
No,
don't
I
believe
don't
that.
think there's anything wrong with a married woman hanging with single women. She just can't listen to that bullshit.
And she better not. She
And
better
she
have.
got to correct them. Be
Yeah.
like, listen, I can understand you women that ain't got a man, how y'all feel about men, but I'm telling you, if you don't do this, that, and the other thing for a man, he's not going to want to be with you. I mean, the shit is simple. We not that goddamn complex. When a woman is using male energy to be with a man, it'll never work
Yeah.
unless that male wants to be a female.
Well, you never know.
Okay?
'Cause a lot of
Most
stuff.
men want a soft, loving woman.
I
And
agree.
you would get more using your female energy than you ever would using masculine energy.
Cause we're gonna flare up to that aggression too.
You ain't gonna outflare us. You ain't gonna
You
out
ain't gonna
aggress a
outflare me.
man. You ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless we just say, you know, something, you trying to
No,
take me there. I'm not going. I'm just gonna leave. Whatever. You know, but you ain't gonna just because we know you can't beat us.
Yeah.
nope.
You
I
can
want
talk
to
all the
read
shit
some of
you
these
want, but you
comments.
cannot beat me.
Absolutely. I want to read some of these comments because we're going to let them get too long. Tarian said, I just realized I'm way behind LOL. He was talking about Chris's um, perspective on if you want to be married. Dominique said, I can say this. A woman should always have her own too when it comes to me in general. I have my own money. So she's saying learn to be a leader and a provide listen, because hold on before I say that. But Jazz said this is for Chris. Everything you said was to learn how to be a leader and a provider. Dominique, you agreeing with Jazz and you saying a woman should also know how to be a leader and a provider in her own right. So I agree with that. Dominique said, in marriage, husband and wife should always have their own because all I want from my husband is love, kids, and dick. I
Well,
feel
damn.
that. Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. Okay. Jazz said lack of open communication between the couples is what kills most marriages. So just start speaking up, having those real conversations like Riz posted earlier. Have open communication. Don't be afraid to have those hard conversations, and you won't end up where Jazz is talking about in the divorce line. Did y'all know women initiate 80% of divorces?
Yes,
Oh no, you didn't.
yes, yes,
um,
yes.
Elizabeth
Because the
said,
men
I
already
didn't.
know they're gonna get screwed when they go to court anyway.
Damn,
It's
that
already built into the marriage.
It's
Come
already
on,
there.
that's what why it
That's why
isn't a
we ain't
good
going.
business decision. If they
The
want to
dude,
leave you for what? They can cheat on you, do whatever they doing, and then want to leave you and still get the kids in the house and half their money. That shit is crazy. If we cheat on them, we're automatically the bad guy. They get it all. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
yeah, that shit
yeah,
is.
I feel you. Elizabeth
That's why.
said,
Yeah.
hold on, Chris, one moment. I'm gonna let you get back. Keep that thought. Elizabeth said, my advice: marry a person who can have long, all night conversations. A person who you
Facts.
That's
consider
too long, baby.
your best friend. Someone
Facts.
that matches your own weird vibe. I agree with all of that. I feel that on a whole nother level in
Because
real
there'll
life.
never be no
Like,
bitterness between you.
yeah,
You ain't got to
I
worry about,
agree.
even if you were getting divorced, both of y'all would have a mutual, well, all
I ain't
right,
gonna
or you
take
know what I'm saying? It wouldn't
it
be like,
without
oh
no
no, nigga, I
issue.
want it all. I
Yeah,
want your
I ain't
hair,
feel
Mr. Accountability. You're gonna cut it and put it in a bag. It's part of the divorce.
yeah. I'll let you move
I'm
on
a,
with
I'm a,
with
um,
nothing.
I'm gonna give y'all 6 things as to why relationships and marriage don't work, don't
Oh,
last.
oh,
Wait,
now
hold on
all of
before you give us 16, because Chris was gonna say something before I read that comment, and
Nah,
I
I
don't
want to
want to
hear
run.
that.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
what I
All
was
right,
saying. I want to
Jarrell,
hear
go
that though.
ahead.
All
All
right,
right, let's
so
go.
one, firstly, people choose not to pay attention to the other person. Two, people don't want to communicate. Three, they can't take that next step to listen. Four, they can't evolve to comprehend. Five, they will never be able to sit back and understand. Then, lastly, a lot of reasons why people lose their relationship, lose their marriage. A lot of people settle and don't know they're settling. And what I mean by that is, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not going into no relationship with the mindset of if I tell you something I don't like, I'm telling you this, I don't like this because I don't want to deal with it. A lot of people get stuck in the mindset of a person to keep doing this and that, and you telling them you don't like this, you don't like that, you don't like this, you don't like that. You're gonna start telling yourself, oh, that's just mental, oh, that's just this. You're gonna start dealing with shit, not even knowing you're dealing with shit. To a point where you're gonna get so tired of it, and you're gonna think to yourself, like, why did I deal with this for so long? And you're gonna walk away. Stop being with people before y'all fix the small problems in the beginning. Stop being with people after you communicated with them and told them you don't like this. If they don't adjust it or change it based on how you feeling about it, why are you with them? Because if they're not gonna change it for you when you say the stuff, when you let them know what it is, what makes you think they're gonna change it later on in the marriage? They're not. They're gonna see it as all you been with me this long, and in your head, a person may do some stuff you don't like, and you're gonna say it as all well. That's just Chris. It is what it is. I'm used to it. I'm not getting used to nothing. I'm sorry because I'm gonna put the same energy out that I give that I'm willing to give all the time. And if somebody telling me they don't like this and they don't like that, I'm gonna understand why they don't like it and move accordingly. I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So then they just see it all. Oh, that's just Jarrell. He a good dude. He's got a couple things here and there that I don't like, but overall he a good dude, so I can deal with it. Stop dealing with shit. Stop settling for shit. I'm not settling for nothing that I'm not gonna put out myself.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to Rich said I agree with that. Settling can be your worst enemy at times. I'm gonna tell you how to defeat that enemy in like 2.5. Get to know yourself
Hey, can
because
I
you
ask you a
won't be
question though?
taking. What's up?
Can I ask you a question though? Cause I just want to know. Is settling the same thing as compromise?
In my opinion, yes, it can be in a whole lot of ways.
Well, compromise can be a thing of like if
You
I'm,
have
you
you
know,
have good and bad compromise to an extent. You have good and bad.
we just got compromises. I feel like either we gonna do it or we not.
Yeah,
Like,
like allowing yourself to settle is allowing yourself to deal with something that you either A won't do, B you won't put out, or C.
But
oh.
what if I just said it? What if I said you ain't settling and we just compromising, and you just so happen to get the low end of the stick this time?
fooling yourself. You yeah, then they'll let you play them, then you playing them. That's why you gotta know yourself. Cause what you willing to accept, what you willing to take. You're not gonna get one over on me because I'm already knowing what it take here.
Once I knew my wife and we were together maybe a few years, maybe I think we was together like 5 years before we got married. But once I knew her and I knew what she was about, I could
You
accept
already
her
knew.
for her. It was pretty much a done deal, whether we were married or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Don't fuck with them.
I didn't care. Shit,
Right.
I wasn't getting married for me. But if
I want
she wanted it, 10-4. You got that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jess said, do unto others as you want done unto you.
All facts.
The golden rule is to do unto others as they want you to do unto them. People gonna show you how to treat them. They gonna show you
No,
where to
the
put them.
golden rule is you should always apply your vibration to love to every situation,
You can still
regardless of
do that.
someone else's. Well, hold on. Regardless of someone else's actions towards you, the
That's
best
not what
that
I
you
was
can
saying.
do.
That's not what I.
Nah,
No, no,
I
no.
know
I
what you
wasn't.
saying, Desi. I know what you saying, Desi, because you can't love me how you think you want to love me. You gotta
Exactly.
love me how I want you to love me, or you ain't gonna get the fuck away from around
I,
me. You know what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
speak
So I
your
see
language.
what you
But is
saying.
that real love?
Yeah,
It's
it's real love because
yeah,
I
because
feel
I'm
like
loving
that's
you
love.
from the experience of you.
No, no, no. You said that a girl can't love you the way she wants to love you. She
No,
has to love you the way you want her to love you. Is that what I
yes,
heard?
that's
Yeah.
exactly what you heard.
Because I'm
You
gonna
ain't
That's
tell
gonna
you
not.
you
about
ain't gonna
me.
love me how you want to.
I'm
I'm
You
gonna
just
gonna love me
saying. I
how I
don't
want
know.
you to.
I'm gonna be real, bro. That's not how love works. Not real
Well,
love.
well,
Not
well, I don't
capital
want
L
it.
love.
I
That
don't
don't
want
work
it.
like that.
Oh, it works in my world. I don't
No,
want it.
listen, they can learn to love you a certain way, but the way their style of love is pretty much going to be consistent throughout the time you're with them.
That's not
You're not
what
going
we
to change.
saying though. That's not what we saying. We saying that you gotta love a person in their love language. So this what you talk about all of this, like you just love me. See me and love me where you see me at. I ain't saying you gotta come in and do this and do that. But the things that you require, like yo, meet somebody helping you might be help making you a meal. You understand what I'm saying? But for me, helping me, it is probably not making me a meal. Helping me is probably, oh, let me sit down and work out these podcast ideas with you. You see? Even though you could sit up here and be like, oh, I cook for you all the time. Okay, I understand that and I appreciate that.
I wasn't
But
even hungry though.
you know exactly. But the thing that are you seeing me? Are you seeing me where I'm at? Are you seeing where my drive is at? That's the type of thing we talking about. Do that make sense?
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, man. So I play football, right? Football is top up there. It's it's what it is for me, right?
Uh huh.
The women I talk to, I let them know I play ball. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Now I have talked to three different types of women. I'm putting them all in categories, right? When I say I'm just put these three out there. The first one, she knew I love football. She plays sports herself. She knows what it's like to have somebody there for you at your games. She knows that football is a big part of my life. I love football, and one of the ways to get for her to show me love is to support me and be in my games. She did that. The second one, she didn't care for football at all. Not the slightest. She didn't understand it, none of that stuff. She really didn't come to my games, but she did buy me gloves, cleats. She made sure I had all the things I needed for the love that I have for football. The third one did nothing. She felt like, oh well, football is your thing. I really don't want to go. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna beg you. How can you love me if you don't even know me, or you won't stand behind me? You won't support me. You won't be there for me. How can you say you really love me in the way that I want to be loved? There's no way you can, because football is a part of my life
Mm-hmm.
wholeheartedly. And if you can't step into that part and bring in some love with that, then you can never say that you really love me fully, or you love me how I want to be loved. I want that. That means a lot to me. That shows to me that you care. To me, I put care above love, but that's a whole different conversation. So
Now
to me,
they can still love you, right? They just love the
no, no,
part of you that they see.
yes, they love the part of me the parts of me that they want to love, but
Or
nah,
the part of you that
I don't
has
want you to.
nothing to do with football.
Yes, but like I said, that's the part that they want to love. Nah, you got to love all of me for me to
But
know.
what's wrong with them loving the part of you without the sport?
That's
And there ain't
like me.
nothing wrong with it,
That's like
but that's what I
it,
require
it
though.
ain't right. It ain't wrong with it. Like I said, that's what I want. That's like me saying if I talk to a woman that got kids, I love you.
Well, hold
Uh,
on.
No, fuck
uh,
no
Let's
kids.
reverse it. So, say you wasn't a big football star in the NFL and all they did was love you for football. You got an injury and you couldn't play football anymore and they divorce you. But a woman that loves you for you, not the football, not the job you do or the
no,
thing you like. Well, hold on. But you is going to be with you. I'm just saying, and I'm not trying, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I love a love that's pure. I don't give a damn how it's approached, how it's addressed to me, how it looks, how it smells. I need to know it's pure. If it's pure, I can therefore know everything else about this person because I know how they love.
But pure love goes hand in hand with paying attention, because you cannot love somebody purely if you don't pay attention to them. And
I can
part of
pay attention to you and say I don't care about football. I mean,
no,
you
you can
can't.
say
If that's what
you can
she does,
you
she
can
don't
say you
care.
don't.
She don't care.
Like I said, I've met women that don't care for football, but they still did something for me towards football.
And she says, "No, I'm not going to do anything for you. I'll do every other thing but football." What's wrong
Then
with that?
it's a no bueno for me, because I'm going to put my all into you. I want the same back.
But that could be the best woman for you. We just said opposites attract. We can't have love wrapped up in the
I've
envelope
met
that's delightful and lovely. And here you go. Now you can love this person. That's like women looking for Prince Charming. The
But
shit
you
don't
also said
exist.
in the
It
same
don't
breath,
exist.
you also told me, and you said, Joe, you gotta learn to love yourself, right? Cool.
Absolutely.
I'm learning to love myself. And you also said that no matter what anybody else does, you
Uh-huh.
gotta put out you. You gotta put out you all the time, right? And if
Fact.
and if and if I'm gonna put out me all the time at the best of my ability, I want the same thing back. I want the same thing back. If I can't get it back,
So
it's not for
when
me.
you meet a woman, you expect her to meet those expectations.
No, what I expect her to do is pay attention to me. That's
What
what
if
I
she's
expect.
a slow learner?
You said what?
What if
Oh,
she's a slow learner?
that's fine. That's not a problem.
But
But
I'm
if, but
saying,
if, no, 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 no.
all I'm saying is,
But if you're putting in,
whenever we're
if you're
putting an
putting
I
in
just
no
expect,
effort, if you're putting
I
in
just
lack of
need you to be
effort,
a learner.
if you put in lack of effort in a lot of categories, and then I could do with that,
all
because
I'm saying is,
then
if
I'm
you
settling.
put expectations on love, that's going to be a problem at some point
This
because
is
But
no
don't we
one
put?
loves the
because
But hold on,
same.
mental. But
No
mental.
one loves the same
Don't we
Look,
put expectations on everything else? Why we can't put it on love too?
because
I
we
just
know love is a little different. Love is the
it's not
capital.
about. Oh, go ahead, Mental. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, dear. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's not about putting limitations on love. You understand what I'm saying? It's about understanding that you have a love language. We understand that everybody's love language is not universal. Everybody gonna say, you say pure love, and pure love for me is you see everything about me. And if you see everything about me, I want to aid you in your journey. You support you. I'm gonna correct you. It don't mean that I'm a limit myself in any type of capability. I just see you the same way he said he played football, and that lady, she didn't go to none of his games, but she supported him in his football by buying him cleats, buying him gloves, buying him. And for him, that showed him something that was pure for him, because most people, it's kind of like if you standing in the mall and your wife see you looking at something and she like, oh my God, and you like, dang, that's dope, I really want that book, and she go and get that book for you.
yes. Like for me, like I said, care for me is the top thing. Love and loyalty to me are low, because you can love a dog and still put a dog down. You
I
can
don't
love a
agree with
tree.
that, but I do not agree with that. Love
You
is the
can.
highest form. I do
Oh,
not think you could get higher than love.
to me, care.
Everything else falls under love.
I'm telling
To
you.
me, care is the highest form. If I care about someone, I'm gonna do
Caring
more.
falls under love.
If I care about you, I'm gonna do more. If I love
I
you,
hear,
you can,
I
like I
hear.
said, you can love a dog and put a dog down the next day.
No, just with no. I think you reverse it. You can care about a dog and
No,
put a dog down the
if
next day.
no, if
Not love a dog
um,
and put the dog down. That'll be the last thing you want to
okay,
do is
I'm
unless the dog is suffering, and the only way to stop the suffering is to put the dog down. But you ain't gonna put it down immediately. It's gonna be your last choice.
okay. I'm
You
like this
can
then.
care about something
Hmm.
and still do things to it. Shit, pedophiles care about the little girls they rape, but they just are raping them.
No, I'm like this then. I play all sports. I love sports, but I only care about football. That's why I put my all into it. I love all sports.
Care about sports,
No, I
but you
love all
love
sports.
football.
I
You're
love all
you're
sports.
you're the reason. See, the reason what you don't understand. Let's talk about what love is. And we can break this down right now. Love, highest emotion. Why? Because the next step down from love
Nah,
is
Is it
awareness.
emotion?
The next
Is
step
it?
down from
love is a
awareness is
frequency.
understanding. The
I
next
thought it
step
was an
down from
action word.
understanding
It
is a
is.
knowing. So we start stepping down from love because if you can you're not gonna love your mama like you gonna love your friend at work.
Why not?
But if you did love your mama, the friend at work like you love your mama, you would never have a problem with your friend at work because you'd always find reasons to why they're acting the way they are instead of just saying, oh my God, I feel this way. I feel disrespected. Boom, 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 boom. Because
You
of the
would
amount of love that you can apply to it.
you
I
would
feel
never
that. I want to run
you
through
would
these
never hear
comments
anybody
real
else
quick,
say
Jarrell.
or
Give me
it is
one
that.
moment. Dominique said, "Do healthy compromising." Mr. Accountability said, "Which one did?" I mean, Jazz Daily said, "Mr. Accountability, which one did you choose with the women? Is y'all still together? Did you choose one of them?"
Oh, all no, all three of them we had reconcilable differences. Didn't work out.
Mental Tayana said, "Very good point when you was talking about how love is. You just want pure love, and in
Pure
that
love.
aspect, yes."
Show me that you can love and I can work with you.
And then Riz said,
Everybody
when
can
you were
love though.
talking about that, she said, "You're
Not
limiting
the type
yourself
of love
with
I'm
that."
talking about.
Huh?
He said everybody can love. No, everyone can care. Everyone
Well,
cannot love.
Everybody
I
can
agree.
love.
I disagree with you on that.
yeah. Love is the highest frequency. I do believe that.
And
Riz
if
said,
you can't be on a high frequency of love, that means you're caring. That's why I say care, because caring is limited.
well, the Riz said you're limiting your belief with that. You're limiting yourself with that belief when you were talking about the whole love. And how people you just won't love any type of way or something like that you were saying at the time. She also said, "What makes you think she won't grow on that nature because she sees you happy with it?" And then to Jarrell, Rick said, "Love is the highest frequency. Next would be laughing." And then Tayana wants to know, why do so many people say loyalty over love?
Facts and loyalty can be bought.
Facts.
Loyalty is bought every day.
You
That's
right about
why
that.
for me, look, love and loyalty
So
go hand in
loyalty is
hand.
fake as
Loyalty
hell.
can be bought.
So it's fake as fuck to me.
A
Well,
motherfucker
Jen
love you.
once
said,
again, we got to talk about what type of loyalty are we talking? Because real loyalty through a brothers, niggas that been together forever, we know loyalty.
No, I seen niggas that was in the same street gang. Niggas didn't kill. They know each other. Then killed somebody. The niggas still told on them. So that loyalty shit, I don't.
That
When
shit
niggas
can
be
be
screaming
bought.
that loyalty shit, I don't be. I don't be. Nigga, you got to
Mm-mm.
Once
show me.
again, they
You
never
got to
were
show me.
loyal. They were talking about it, but when it came time to be loyal, they didn't know the concept. A lot of people say what they ain't. I'm not
uh,
surprised.
Jazz said that doesn't mean she don't love you. She may love everything about you except the fact that she don't like football. Maybe she has a trauma do someone getting hurt. Switch the sharks diving. It's it's she's supposed to feel the same way about football, the same as you do shark diving for sharks. Of course she doesn't. Love is not your choice in sports. Those are your choices. That's not what he was saying, but I get what you're saying. He was
I
saying you
wasn't saying
just
I wasn't saying I left her because no, we didn't work out for whole other reasons, but it had nothing to
But
do
you
with
just said you had three different types of
no,
women, and
yeah,
none of the
no,
women worked out.
no, none worked out for all different kind of reasons. Yeah,
So
well,
who?
okay, so
What's the issue then?
so the one that
No, 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 no. I don't need to know the. What do you think the issue? I know Chris done caught it. What do you think the issue is?
as far as what
The reason why they didn't work out.
I made bad choices. I mean, honestly, I made the choices. I mean,
And I'm only saying that because I want you to learn the lesson. Each one taught you a distant lesson, maybe a bad choice, maybe you should. It's all life is all about lessons. There's no wrong move. There's only the repeating of the wrong move. You can make a bad move in chess and learn from it, never make it again. That's how life is. Same thing.
Jazz said, "I'm the issue." I'm not knocking that by far. I ain't even going. That's why I'm working on me now. I've been
I
100%
didn't say
transparent.
that,
No, no,
okay,
no, no, no,
Mr.
no, no, no,
Accountability. I
no,
did
no,
not
no.
say that.
No, you good. No, no. Jazz said I'm the issue. I'm not knocking that I have my issues too. By far, trust me. I'm not. I'm very accountable for my own actions in every way possible. I would never take away from that at all. That's why when I speak on my relationships, I speak on what I did wrong. What they did wrong ain't gonna do with me.
Right.
I can only speak on what I did
Facts.
wrong wholeheartedly. That's why I'm working on me now because I want to make sure that I can't sit here and tell myself that I would date me because I'm not where I want to be at. I know innately I'm a good person. I feel like you know what
But you should still
I
allow
feel
that
like
good person to come into your life to give you that love, maybe even fill the gaps of some of the shit that you missing. But
no, no.
don't.
No, you
We don't.
100% you 100% right. The reason I'm saying I wouldn't date myself right now is solely because I haven't found out how to love myself fully yet. I
But
don't want to.
maybe it takes you and someone else to help you. Maybe it takes that person to help you out. Maybe it's something you just need if you open yourself up to the idea, not
and
even
and
just to do it, just the ideal of it.
and that can be 100% true. That's why I'm working on not being afraid to allow somebody to love me, put in that work, put in that time. I'm working on that because I know I want it, so I'm actually working on that.
Hey, all you got to do is accept. Once we said back to the beginning of the program, loving yourself, all you got to do is accept every bit of you, bro. Once you accept every bit of you, it's an upward spiritual progression. You'll start learning to meet only because it's you. No one else in this world can tell you about Mr. Accountability. No one else can tell you about Mr. Chris. No one. It's you. If you want shit to change, every time you speak words out of your mouth, you either speaking good shit or bad shit. If you speak ill stuff, even of others, in yourself, your subconscious thinks you're talking about you because they only know you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
it.
This
I feel
causes
that fully.
I don't want to so I do want to give y'all the opportunity to give us some last words. I do appreciate y'all coming out tonight, chopping it up with us. Elizabeth said lessons and blessings, of course, as always. Jazz Daily said just teasing you, bro. Ha ha
Oh
ha ha ha. LOL.
no,
He
I'm already knowing Jazz. I'm already knowing.
no, but
Trust me.
and
I'm not gonna take it to heart, Jazz. You good?
yeah, but I do
you
want to
know
give
you
y'all
messing.
the opportunity to give some last words, say something to the audience, let them know how y'all feeling, where y'all at.
Yeah. Always put out you. Just because one person isn't doing something or another, don't mean you shouldn't still be you. And if you feel like you being you for the wrong person, then you know you got to walk away. That's just what it is. But don't ever change you because one other person isn't doing this or isn't doing that. Still
Thank
be
you.
you.
Facts.
I agree.
Facts. Twice
Chris,
on Sundays. Every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
let's go. Mental, you got any last words?
What Mr. Accountability said, every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Do you know who you are? Live a
Absolutely.
life that you want, not what is expected of you.
Mm.
Then you're free. Free to be happy, free to do what you want to do, explore things, boom, boom, boom. As long as you're trying to go by what looks good, feels good, tastes good, smells good, sounds good, things on the outside, when the inner you ain't right, that's what they got psychologists for.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people are on drugs right now because they can't deal with the shit that they've done, the trauma that they've been through? That's called shadow work. You shouldn't need someone to talk to you about what's going on inside of you. You should be able to get through it yourself. But
Well,
we do
some
know
people do.
some traumas are right, difficult, and when it happens when you're too young. I agree. I already know where you're going. I'm just saying, ain't nothing fair about it, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. Everything you need is inside yourself. You look deep enough, you'll find every tool.
100%. 100%. You is not wrong. Chris?
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna piggyback on what they said, but I'm gonna go a little step further and say, man, don't waste nobody time. You know, don't waste people time. If you know you ain't ready for something, and you know you should be ready, because you should be inspecting yourself, and you should have a checklist of things to let you know if you were ready or not. You know, don't waste people time. If you know you don't want to be in a relationship, and this girl says she want to be in a relationship with you, let her convey that to her. I don't want to be in a relationship. Okay, well then now we need to sit down and see what the terms of our whatever we about to do is. What are the terms? You
Mhm.
know, but don't waste people time. Damn, don't waste people time, and don't continue to hurt people because you hurt.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Jazz said the subconscious mind doesn't understand humor. Jazz, that's exactly where my humor come from. That subconscious was holding some shit. You hear me? Hey, listen, my humor come exactly from there because I'm so aware of me. I know where you pulling it from. I'ma laugh every single time. That's probably why people think I'm crazy in real life. He said that was a follow to mental point. And then he said, very good show, family. I agree. Thank y'all so much for coming on. Chris, I'm going to challenge you to go a step further. Don't let people waste your time. You understand what I'm saying? If they showing you in the dough, understand what the fuck is going on. Understand
True,
what you need. Understand what you have to have in order for you to thrive, to flourish. Stop getting around people that's going to tear you down. Build yourself up so other people are just an addition to what you have already built up in yourself. Okay.
true.
And Tayana said that's the one. Don't waste people time. I agree with y'all. Don't waste people time, and don't let people waste your time. Don't let people waste your time. Don't be Fantasia talking about some go ahead and free yourself. No, bitch, you free yourself. Go free yourself, bitch. But get to know yourself, and because that's the only way you're gonna realize when you need to free yourself. So thank you so much for tuning in to the immersive experience. You can follow us at the underscore immersive experience on Instagram and on YouTube at the immersive experience, a podcast. Thank you. Have a great night.
All right.